Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of mine-imator, and today, as you can see, I am going to be doing mine-imator, and it's going to be a bit of a tutorial on it, a bit not, but MT Games HD actually requested that I tell him what animating software I use. So that's good. You might have seen my previous video, you might not, you might just be looking up mine-imator tutorials. But this is an awesome free simple Minecraft animation software, and it's pretty awesome. So I'm just going to teach you the very basics of this. As you can see, it's pretty, you just spawn in like a super flash world, but as you can see, these are the boundaries to your animation. But like if you're using Windows Media and stuff, you can just clip stuff together. But I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to show you some quick things. So background, you can change the time. I'm going to keep it as day for now because I like the day. Sky color, you can change it. I can actually just set it to white and have my terrain, because you can browse for images and you can have my terrain as white, which is what you saw in my intro. That's how I did everything white around blocks and stuff. So yeah. As you can see, you spawn in this, and if you just click on a block in this one, you can, in this bit in the bottom right hand, you can just change it to whatever you want. Let's just have jack-o'-lanterns. No, I'm joking. No, I'm gonna stick with, actually no, I'm going to have desert. I'm going to have sand for a reason which you will see in a second. Here it is. So I mean, it's now sand, but it looks a bit plain. So if we add some scenery, and you can load a schematic with this little button here, which has non-loaded. So ignore the awesome and the intro and the stick fetching morph. That's just stuff that I did. But if we just click on schematics, and then we find desert, so this will load Batman. Oh my god. My thing is just crashing. Okay, so anyway, as you can see, now we have this, but it still looks a bit odd. So if we go into here, and basically keyframes are where something is at a certain point. So if we add a keyframe there, then we can change the position, and you're going to want to click on one at the far right, and we can simply raise or lower this, and because the cactus is okay, that's okay. I mean, you can kind of tell that it's been wrecked in, but it's a lot better for camera angles, because as you can see on top, it actually expands into desert. However, if you do not feel like doing that, you can simply just change whether you show ground or not. You know, actually for now I just won't show ground, it doesn't matter. But yeah, now you know how to move scenery as well, so that's good. And as you can see here, it's just a blank scenery, so we need to add something. So let's add a character, and the skin I can browse, and this will actually come with, I'm only going to be using what it comes with, except for my skin, because you can add thematic skins, but I'm going to be using my skin for now. It adds a couple of skins, but I like mine, which is why I use it. So you literally just add your skin, like for one you uploaded to Minecraft, and it will just make it here. So we want a very simple just character. So let's add a keyframe here, so we can just move him about a bit. If we just yeah, this is good. So let's just have our character, you know what, we'll just have him wave. So if we have this, and then we add a keyframe here, and this will automatically animate it. So we go into rotation, and you are going to want to change it the way you want it to go. So let's say I change the X like that, it would make his arm go like straight up and wave, but that's not that natural. So yeah, let's have it go up like that, and let's have it bent. Okay, let's not have it bend, it's fine not having it bending. So then you click OK, and every, let's say 10 keyframes, let's just have it a bit lower down. And then after another 10 keyframes, we can have it a bit higher up. I'm sorry, my mouse is really laggy, it's hard to select anything. So yeah, you just need to keep doing this as many times as you want him to wave. So there's probably some shortcut to this. In fact, there might not be. This is a beta, so it will get more stuff added onto it. But as you can see, one sec. So I actually want his arm to come down now. So let's just have his arm. Just click reset part. There we are. Don't have all a reset part because otherwise he'll go back to where he spawned, and that's not good. So anyway, yeah, they will actually spawn on the ground if you do not move this desert schematic. So anyway, let's just play this animation now. As you can see, his arm just moves up and down, which is it's okay. But I think we can add a camera timeline. So if we add our first camera keyframe here, and then you have to add the keyframe and then change it. So if we then have our next camera keyframe, let's say at 40, and it shall be about here. No, let's add it here, and let's have it like showing the person what you want them, what they're waving at, because they need to be waving at something. So if we add a character, let's just have Steve. Nah, I'll show you some of the skins. Browse, and then you basically just click on skins, and there's these. So there's Heatherblind and Notch, but there's also loads of villagers and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Let's have Notch because he wouldn't be waving at Heatherblind, considering he just beat the crap out of him in a fight. I mean, it wasn't the best fight ever, but it was my first attempt at animating. So you can give me a break. So character 2 can be here, and he can be over here. Is that roughly in line? No, it is not. Move to here. There we are. So now let's just use this to rotate him. I'll use our little scroller pad on our mouse to change where that is, so we don't have to be super. Oh yeah, right click, WAS and D, Q and E to move about, and just drag around to move where the screen is. So relatively easy to move actually. So let's have him also waving. Actually, at this point, where is it? Okay, so it's here. At this point, it's here. So where does it actually show Notch? About there. So at this point, we don't actually need to bother with it before because it won't be shown. So let's just have his arm raised. It doesn't matter which way around it gets raised either. Okay, no, I think we should, just to make it easier for ourselves, just use the Y one. So yeah, let's change that to about there. Add another keyframe there of it about. Help me. Da 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 da. Okay, that's a bit low. Where's this keyframe then? Okay, so actually we need about 5 keyframes away. No, he can also lower his arm. So yeah, this is our animation up to now. It's my guy waving. Oh my god, who's he waving at? I don't know. Oh my god, Notch! And as you can see, it looks like Notch was waving the entire time. So yeah, those are the pretty basics of it. Simply just moving about characters and stuff. And you can actually just bend his arm like this. So let's have his arm bent to a weird angle. Nah. But that's how to make him run and stuff. You can have a pretty cool running animation or whatever you want to do. So mine-imator, awesome free program. And then you are going, actually we'll do something else. Let's just have an Enderman appear and take him like I did at the end of my last episode. Oh yeah, you can rename this, but because this is a tiny animation and I'm only adding like about 10 different guys, not even that, about 5 or 6. I do not need to because I can just rename them. I'm sorry, the thing cut. But anyway, yeah. So here we have an Enderman, and let's add his first. Okay, so you're going to. I just want to show you about visibility. So we have his entire body. Just click outside the person, and he is not visible at this point. No, at this point he is not visible. Oh crap, I just made Notch invisible. So as you can see, he is not visible until this point, and this is when he becomes visible. So let's just have him move about here, move about here, move about. Okay, so we won't actually see them. This is the this is how he will spawn. So then we will have this, which can be, and because we do not actually see it at an angle, this is fine. So then we will have him in for about 10 frames, and then we will select invisible, and character 1 can also become invisible. So yeah, those are the very basics. That just shows you how to make things invisible, how to move body parts, stuff like that. The very, very basics of this. Oh yeah, click off loop if you want to just see what happens next. So, as you can see, Notch is there. He gets taken. Notch is like, oh my god, thank god, I thought he was going to pester me. God, thank you, Enderman. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's the very simples of animating. I will do a couple more of these if you want. Just leave in the comments if you want to see them, if you want to see more animations, stuff like that. They'll get better and better as time goes on. But yeah, for now, thank you for watching another episode of Remind Me. If you enjoyed the commentary and you're new to the channel, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you in future episodes. So yeah, bye.